Breaking, they got booed off the field. Watch this by Al Waisman for freedomdaily.com. This is so embarrassing for my home state of California, but who cares? It's not like this state and its far left liberal socialist citizens harbor any shame anymore. Attendees of the Valero Alamo Bowl in Texas actually booed the Stanford University band during its failure of a halftime performance after the left-wing hack bandsman mocked the border wall. Whataburger and all things Texan. The awful and disrespectful performance came during the California University's bowl game versus Texas Christian University, and TCU responded by defeating the Stanford Cardinals. The Stanford Marching Band, which is known for its satirical and disrespectful halftime performances, unless you are a liberal, that is, poke fun at Texans' state pride, the border wall, proposed by President Donald Trump, horned frogs, the TCU mascot, and Whataburger, which is the iconic burger restaurant loved by the majority of Texans. But this group of disrespectful ingrates forgot one thing: don't mess with Texas. It's just a fake slogan like the Golden State is. Whataburger, maybe if the Stanford band had some Whataburger, they wouldn't be so unhappy. Stanford band, give us some coupons and we'll give it a try. We'll try anything once. Via Manhattan Institute, the Great California Exodus, a closer look. For decades after World War II, California was a destination for Americans in search of a better life. In many people's minds, it was the state with more jobs, more space, more sunlight, and more opportunity. They voted with their feet, and California grew spectacularly. Its population increased by 137% between 1960 and 2010. However, this golden age of migration into the state is over. For the past 2 decades, California has been sending more people to other American states than it receives from them. Since 1990, the state has lost nearly 3.4 million residents through this migration. This study describes the great ongoing California exodus using data from the Census, the Internal Revenue Service, the State Departments of Finance, and the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the Federal Housing Finance Agency, and other sources. We map in detail where in California the migrants come from and where they go when they leave the state. We then analyze the data to determine the likely causes of California's decline and the lessons that its decline holds for other states. The data show a pattern of movement over the past decade from California mainly to states in the western and southern U.S., Texas, Nevada, and Arizona. In that order are the top magnet states. Oregon, Washington, Colorado, Idaho, and Utah follow. Rounding out the top 10 are 2 southern states, Georgia and South Carolina. A finer-grained regional analysis reveals that the main current of migration out of California in the past decade has flowed eastward across the Colorado River, reversing the storied passages of the Dust Bowl era. Southern California had about 55% of the state's population in 2000, but accounted for about 65% of the net out-migration in the decade that followed. More than 70% of the state's net migration to Texas came from California's south. What has caused California's transformation from a pull-in to a push-out state? The data has revealed several crucial drivers. One is chronic economic adversity. In most years, California unemployment is about the national average. Another is density. The Los Angeles and Orange County region now has a population density of 6.999 per square mile, well ahead of the New York or Chicago. Dense coastal areas are a source of internal migration as people seek more space in California's interior, as well as migration to other states. A third factor is state and local governments' constant fiscal instability, which sends at least two discouraging messages to businesses and individuals. One is that they cannot count on state and local governments to provide essential services, much less tax breaks or other incentives. Second, chronically out of balance budgets can be seen as tax hikes waiting to happen. The data also reveals the motives that drive individuals and businesses to leave California. One of these, of course, is work. States with low unemployment rates, such as Texas, are drawing people from California whose rate is above the national average. Taxation also appears to be a factor, especially as it contributes to the business climate and in turn jobs. Most of the destination states favored by Californians have lower taxes. States that have gained the most at California's expense are rated as having better business climates. The data suggests that many coast drivers' taxes, regulations, and high price of housing and commercial real estate, costly electricity, union power, and high labor costs are prompting businesses to locate outside California, thus helping to drive the exodus. Population change, along with the migration patterns that shape it, are important indicators of fiscal and political health. Migration choices reveal an important truth. Some states understand how to get richer, while others seem to have lost the touch. California is a state in the latter group, but it can be put back on track. All it takes is the political will. Hey, Stanford, Texas is a state that's growing, not floundering like California is. Everyone wants to move there. Only people who want to move to California with its sky-high taxes, regulations, and uncontrolled illegal alien crime are the illegals themselves, and only because that cesspool of a state is now a sanctuary state thanks to ignorant citizens like yourselves who keep insisting on voting for the same three failed communist Democrat politicians over and over again. Laugh out loud, I'm not sure that made the TCU hashtag Alamo Bowl victory more sweet, their incredible 2.5 comeback, or how badly the hashtag Stanford Band's halftime troll flop, Don't Mess with Texas, or hashtag Whataburger. Okay. Yeah, Stanford fairies keep laughing, while people from almost all over the other 49 states in the Union laugh at California's homeless population crisis, where you can't walk in a major city without having to be careful not to step on human feces, to asinine and illegal gun laws for law-abiding citizens, even though your very own politicians have gone to jail for gun running, and not to mention having the highest taxed gas in the nation. Yeah, keep laughing, Stanford elites. We'll see how funny you find it when you graduate and can't find work to pay your $50K per year tuition debt to Stanford. Maybe Whataburger will hire you if you even have the qualifications and worth ethics to qualify to work there. That was a good one. Please share if you agree. Stanford University and the state of California are a national embarrassment. We've known this for quite some time. But these are the statistics, and How can you imagine walking the street and having to be careful not to step in something? That's disgusting. And they're paying the highest taxes also and everything else. It's really a sad state for California, and especially since it became a sanctuary city, well, where crime would be rampant. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.